Hi, hello, and welcome to the Energy of the Week. My name is Winona. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? And how was last week? The energy continues to speed up. Gemini season is in full force, and we are now doing a reading for June 2nd to June 8th, 2025. And let's get into it. I already set the intention for the space. I am already tripping over my words because my mouth can't keep up with as fast as my thoughts and the things that are coming through. So, excuse me for tripping over my words. Let's go talk about the overall theme of the week, the focus of the week, the overall energy that encapsulates this week. I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. So, ooh, we have two that popped out. We have two cards that popped out. One is no. So, no, wait, please postpone. Say no. Ooh, and then Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So, you got two very distinct energies. I guess so, two things that want to be made known. And interestingly enough, on the bottom of the deck is Pleiades, and it says double mission. Isn't that interesting? So channeling and uplifting humanity. So you have a double mission this week. So that's so Gemini season energy, isn't that? The energy of the two being pulled in two different directions. And so, yeah, so if we are being pulled in two different directions, it's important to say no. It's important to set boundaries for what is important, what matters to us most. And with being a leader, being called to step up and lead, sometimes you have to say no. No, you can't be a yes man if you're a leader. Usually you have yes men around you, people that will agree with everything you say, but you as a leader cannot be that way. And so it's like, in what area of your life are you being called to step up and lead? What area do you need to say no to other people in order to progress? Because it feels like we are being stopped. Like our mission, or what we are going after, is being halted because there are too many things on our plate. There's too many voices in the room. And so it is up to us to be the leader in our lives and say, hey, this is important. This is what's going to drive my mission forward. This is what's going to drive my life forward, and no to everything else. So prioritization is the name of the game for this week, right? A lot of different things. I think at max two. At max two. So let's start with the beginning of the week. Wow, that was fast. The beginning of the week is the Hangman. Isn't that crazy, right? With the no, with the the pone, the wait, postpone, with the energy of the Hangman. So there is also something that, like, it's not time, like it's still cooking. There's something that we can't just say yes to right away. It's like you need to look at your options. We need to look at everything in front of us before we can make a decision. So right now it's a no, and so maybe it's not completely going to always be a no, but it's a no for now until all the evidence, I know I'm getting that, but all the facts are out there. So with the Hangman here, it's a pause. It's trying to look at things from a different perspective. And this may feel like, with the Hangman, it's kind of painful. The state that you're in, it feels like a painful state to be in at this moment, but it has to be done. You have to wait. You kind of have to meditate. You kind of have to reflect on it, let it stew and see before you can make a decision. And so that is the beginning. That is the beginning of the week. Don't be too rash, and don't move too fast. And that might be hard to do at this moment, because it feels like the energy wants to flow. The energy wants to, almost like a dam. It's almost like the energy feels like a dam being broken, like, and all this water wants to come through, but you have to be the stop. It's like you have to be the stop. And what just flew out is the star. And also, these both are major arcana cards. So, and that is the star. You are the star of the show. A wish. It's like if you wait. This is what's coming through. It's like if you just wait. If you just hold your horses for just 1 second, you'll get what you want. And there's this energy of like, don't seem too needy. Like, don't be too desperate to get something. The energy of desperation is not attractive. To get what you want, you have to wait. You have to observe what's in front of you. And it's like what you want, the longer that you wait, the longer that you say, like, no, like, you say no to everything else, to all those other choices that are lesser than what you want. The universe is like, fine, here, I will give you what you want so long as you stop settling. As long as you stop settling for all the lesser choices. All right. And at the end, ooh, the Three of Swords. And we can't just leave there. We need to know what the Three of Swords, what is that related to? So there's some pain. I just keep hearing no repeatedly. Like you break hearts, like by saying no, you have to change, you have to leave something behind. Like you get what you want, but there's still some hurt feelings about this. Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness. How, right, the Fool and then the Five of Cups. Like people feel, there's this energy of other people feeling sad. It's like upsetting people that you are going off into a new journey, you're going off into a new direction, you're letting yourself free, you're opening yourself up, you're realizing your infinity, your limitless potential. And then other people are like sad that you had to go, sad that you had to change, sad that you finally, you're evolving and changing. And that kind of like a little bit some bittersweet feelings that some people may have about you leaving them behind, or feeling like you've changed, which you are changing. And that's just kind of the evolution of life. But yeah, there's definitely some hurt feelings. Not to say that we ourselves may not feel like some pain from changing, from transforming. Um, and even like, there is like some pain in the change, in the growing, just like a butterfly. There is like a lot of pain in the metamorphosis. But at the same time, it's like you've waited, like you're waiting and your reflecting has paid off. Like all the actions you've taken have finally paid off. And to the advice from spirit is movement. Like that is the guidance. The guidance is that you are taking off. This is like the energy of the Eight of Wands. Like there is success. There is things finally landing exactly where you wanted them to be. Movement. And surrender and magic. So surrender to the magic of this moment. Like this is some idea that you had, an idea in your head is now physical and it's come to life, and it's about surrendering to the magic. Allow yourself to surrender to it. It's something that may have not felt like, is it ever going to come, right? Maybe you've experienced no's. Maybe people have been saying no to you. Maybe you've been applying to jobs and people have been saying no. And you're like, no, you're not a leader. No, like you can't do this. No, this is not who you are. And you're just like, I don't allow myself to see it that way. Like maybe they think like they're seeing it this way, they're upright and they're like, no, like this is the way it is, it's realistic. But this is the energy of Pisces. This is a dreamer. And this is like, no, but you don't see it the way I see it. And it's like, no, you are a leader. You are who you say you are. You are who you believe you are. Even if other people can't see it. Even if other people can't see it, and then you're validated in that with a star. You're validated in some way this week of a wish, of a desire, of being seen as you are. Because besides this being a wish being granted, this is the star. This is Aquarius energy. This is being, maybe you're strange, but you're authentic and you're real and you're really who you are. Like you're not pretending to be anyone else. And it's like other people would want you to be that way. Other people want you to pretend to be who they want you to be. They want you to be their own projection. They don't want you to break out and make them feel uncomfortable. But here you are, and you being who you are, you stepping in what you truly want, and not denying yourself your true desires. Surrender to the magic. Magic happens. Good things happen. Amazing things happen. Things that you didn't think were possible. And there's movement. Maybe you have been right in the hangman, but Spirit says there's movement. There's movement coming. Be ready. Get ready. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. And that is it. That is the reading. That is the energy. That felt very quick, right? Just like the season. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the sacred space and time with me. I hope that this message supported you in some way, and I will see you next week. Love you. Ciao.